Hey, welcome ladies and gentlemen to your Fun Fishing Adventures YouTube channel. My name's Scotty. Today, we're going to make some live bait floats. That's right. I'm going to show you how to make this dude to where you can go out and throw live bait. It'll swim around freely and hopefully you get on some flatheads or big blue cats, maybe stripers, using this. So let's get to the build and we'll see how it comes out. Okay guys, we're going to start off with the pole noodle. You're definitely going to need a pole noodle. You can get these at the $1.25 tree for $1.25, you know, the Dollar Tree store. Everybody knows what it is. We all know it's not $1 anymore. Okay, so we got that. We're going to get a piece of 3/4 inch OD PVC pipe. You can find it at any hardware store, basically. Easy stuff to get. You're going to need a package of swivels. This is a size 1/0. I know you guys ain't going to be able to see this much better, but you get the idea. You're going to need 2 of these to build one of these. So we have 2. You're going to need something to cut the pole noodle with. I just use a serrated knife. I mean, it is a pole noodle, so it'll cut easy. Okay, you're going to need something to cut your PVC with. We've got a PVC cutter. You can use a hacksaw. You can use anything that you want to cut it. I mean, stuff's not hard to cut either. You're also going to need 5 30-second drill bit, at least for the bolts that I'm using. You might use something else. That's entirely up to you. Definitely need a tape measure. And I'm going with 2 drills just to make it easier. I have them. One's going to have a Phillips tip on it. The other one's going to have my drill bit. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to this build. This is going to be quick and easy. It's not going to be a very long video, but hopefully it helps you out. All right, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to start off, we're going to go with the 4-inch cut on this. So we get our handy dandy tape measure out. We're going to mark off about 4 inches. I did bring 2 markers because, my luck, one of these markers will stop working. Okay, and if you remember, I said it's really easy to cut this pole noodle. It's about this hard, guys. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be straight, doesn't have to be great. Okay, that part's done. We're going to put this off to the side. We're going to get our piece of PVC. We're going to go ahead and... All right, guys, the next thing we're going to do is the cut on this PVC. We're going to use PVC cutters. Doesn't have to be the perfect cut. You want to get it as straight as you possibly can, though. It was that easy with the PVC cutters. Next thing I'm going to do, and I do this just for my own simple reasoning. Okay, guys, what I like to do is I like to use a drywall screw to get these holes started, because every time I go to use a drill on this, the drill bit just wants to walk all over the place. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to make a couple starts here so that drill bit doesn't walk all over on me. All right, that's all I needed to do there. Now we're going to get this other drill bit in here. We're going to find that spot where we started that hole, and we're going to go 1/4 inch from the end. And the thing walked on me anyway, didn't it? Having a sharp drill bit helps a lot. Kind of widen that hole up just a little bit. Like I said, guys, nothing has to be perfect on this. You're just going to use it for a float, and you may or may not lose it. But if you do, this is cheap enough to make, easy enough to make. All right, there we go. Got our holes made, just kind of knocked the little burrs off of it. Easy enough. So now I've got a couple, these are inch screws with the nuts. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our swivel. We're going to run this bolt in here a little bit. Just a little. It's kind of where it's going through. So you can take this swivel and put this swivel on there. You're just going to hook it on there. Just like that. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and run that on in there. I'm just going to go through the other side. It's going to be a little tight, which is kind of what I prefer. I don't really like it to be loose. We're going to put a nut on here, which I had laying here, and I've put something on top of it, so we got another one. So we'll put that nut on there and just snug it up. So you're going to have this on one side. Okay, you with me? Good deal. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. We're going to take our bolt, and these are inch bolts, inch long. We're going to start it. We're going to run it through with the drill. Just enough so we can hook the swivel in here. Just like that. We'll continue to run that bolt through. We're going to put that nut on the other end. And we're going to snug it up. If you want to, you can use a wrench on this side to get them really tight. You can put a little bit of super glue. That's entirely up to you. Then we're going to take our 4-inch piece of pool noodle we have. And I would suggest, and I'm not going to do it right now because it's cold out here and the glue's not going to stick, so I'm not going to waste my time. But you can take PVC glue, put it right on here, just push this guy down like that. So there you go. You're going to push it down to where both ends of that are kind of buried. That way it hides it. And there is your pool noodle live bait float. And I'll just show you how this works. This is one I've already made. I have a 3-ounce weight on it, and I would really honestly recommend using a 2 to 3 ounce weight on a 4-inch float. So you want to see how the buoyancy is? This is the same exact thing that I just made, but it's got a weight on it. There you go. It sits about 1/4 of the way into the water. Of course, you're going to have your bait. It's going to be swimming around. It's going to be bouncing around. But it'll still show up fairly well. If you don't have weight on it, it's just going to float. So, guys, that's a quick and easy way to make a live bait float. You know, the material, it might cost you a little bit at first, but by the time it gets done, you're talking maybe 20 to 30 cents a piece to make these. So it's fairly cheap. There's nothing wrong with DIY, especially if it's cold outside like it is right now. You've got nothing better to do. Make some of these up for the spring and the summer. You can use them for catfishing, anything you want. But anyway, that's something to do. It's easy. It's quick. It took, what, 5 minutes to make this? Try something new. Try to make this on your own. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day. My name's Scotty with your Fun Fishing Adventures YouTube channel.